Hey, this is a recap Aunty. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are here to give you a full, real-time recap of episode number 191 of Beyond the Gates. That's why you here, right? Good. Now, we're going to have a little bit of fun while we're here. Thank you all so much for your well wishes, your prayers, all of that. Yeah, I'm still not feeling 100% right now, but I'm pushing through. I'm pushing through. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Go ahead and knock on these gates so they can let us in. And we're going to go ahead this week, y'all. I'm going to try to do the pictures. I don't think I'm going to be up to it because it's the end of the year for my job, and so we've been doing a lot of last minute long overtime and stuff. So not too sure if I'll be able to squeeze the videos in, but I'm here for the audios. Okay. All right. Love you. Let's go ahead and get it started in 5, 4, 3, 2. So we pick back up at Uptown where we see Lynette tell Haley, sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks for coming, Haley said. I couldn't exactly talk earlier. That's what they said in yesterday or the day before episode, a little small talk and shit. This is when we found out that Haley's real name is Val. That's not my name. Because, Lynette calls her Val. Lynette was like, right. It's Haley this time? Well, it's not this time. I am Haley Hamilton, respectable wife of Bill Hamilton Esquire. Just like I knew it, we had Bill Hamilton, Esquire and Associates. So Bill is going through the rundown. Lynette has been charged with embezzlement. The bank has filed a lawsuit to recoup the damages. He's telling it to Tomas. Bill is going over through all her paperwork. He throws her file on the desk. She says she innocent. Tomas is like, oh, well, do you believe her? Bill's like, yeah, do a full rundown on her ass. Any rundown on any priors, debts, social media, personal life, associations, you know the spiel. I want to know who the fuck she hanging with, and I want to know who the fuck she fucking. Thomas says a deep dive. Yeah, the deepest. Bill says, well, shouldn't I be researching the opposition? Nah, ain't no time and wasting. Ain't worth wasting billable hours on unwinnable case. Go ahead, Bill. Bill know what the fuck's going on. I will vet her and let you know if the case is worth your time. Not my time, boy. Yourn. Go ahead. I told you. And that's going to be the lady that's going to come between Tomas and Kat. And just like clockwork, we are at clockwork. We're at Orphe Jeans, and we see Kat there stirring her. I think it's hot chocolate with the peppermint. Bleh. So she's sitting there with her cuz. So she's staring and she's like, hello, cuz. And so I guess Chelsea's on her phone, like, what's that? Cuz I do love that you and Madison are backing you. I love you more era. But we're supposed to be working, honey, and right now the only thing that you're working is my last nerves. We're playing catch up. You two were mad at each other for less than a fucking minute, cuz. A minute away from Madison is like an eternity. Kat picked up her phone and sent Chelsea some text messages. She didn't even look at the phone. She just sent it to her with three like blah blah blah. I just did that, didn't I? To throw up emojis. Blah blah blah. Sending nothing but love your way, cuz. And so she sends Catherine 3 red hearts. So we're back at the hole in the wall. The hole in the wall getting a lot of appearance this week. So Joey was sitting there tossing cards into one of his champagne buckets. 7 of hearts. He went into it and then he pulled out the queen of hearts. And guess who shows up? The woman who cannot stay away from his ass. No matter how many times they break up, they always come back together. Vanessa, what are the rules to this one? She said. So while he's holding the Queen of Hearts card in his hand, she says, are you tossing her away or are you going to keep her? Got the bop, 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 hey. And yeah, Ciao. This is Danny's toes, honey, making an appearance. Danielle, I mean, y'all know me and feet, honey. I'm just. Woo-wee. He got them knuckles just bearing down on the, what is it, the ball of her feet, and she's loving it, but just. people will pay to take pictures of feet like those. They look. I mean, they got. I'm gonna have to put the picture on the screen. I'm not gonna put a lot of pictures in this damn video, but I'm definitely gonna put these pictures up of their fucking feet. I'm not saying that my feet are the best, but there is an ugly foot fetish, and I'm sure that somebody who's listening gonna say I love feet too, which is nothing wrong with it. Like I told y'all, my boyfriend loves feet, so I'm not teasing people. But Danny's feet, girl, that second toe. Child. So she was like, "Yes, honey, that is it." He was like, "Oh, that's it. Oh, I feel you, baby. You want me to go ahead and move on over to that other spot? You know I can hit that shit." Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something, sweetheart? Because she's busy on her damn tablet. What is you doing, girl? He was like, "Well, damn, I didn't think I was that damn good that you couldn't hear my ass. Damn." She says, "Your fingers are magic, honey. But these moans that I just gave was of my handiwork, not yours." What could be better than my magic fingers? Andre says. She says, boom. So, child, she turned that Anita impersonator picture of her and Andre at the wedding in Vegas into a Christmas card. Girl, anybody could have did that. We could have did Chat GPT and turned that into a damn Christmas. Y'all gonna have something really special. I bet you my Christmas will be way different and way better. I love me some Danny, but watch Christmas morning, and y'all gonna have a good time. Watch my short on Christmas morning. And I promise you, it's gonna make you smile. I leave you alone, and you're cheating on me with Ada. Okay, we are back at the house, and when I didn't notice the jacket yesterday because I wasn't feeling that well, but on the last episode, I'm still not feeling that well. But I love that. I love that duster with the fur sleeves. I mean, I'm sitting here right now with a onesie on, and my hood has fur around it, so I'm so extra, y'all. And it has little puppies on it. I was like, yeah, I'm dressing like a baby tonight because I just need to feel better. I want to feel better. But yeah, she's talking to Vernon about him reading a book, honey. Miss Wright and I were just passing time while we was waiting on you, your sexy self. Oh, I remember when you brought me my first book of poetry, baby. Ah, honey, you had suitors rolling up with all kinds of extravagant gifts. Jewelry, rooms filled with roses, Cadillac outside your hotel with the big old fucking red bow on it. And you handed me this book and said that you needed to borrow words from Ada M. Wright to encapsulate me. Well, I couldn't sing to save my life, but I knew how much lyrics meant to you. Mm. Poetry became a call and response for us. Well, it is the closest that I could come to doing a duet with you. We had other ways to duet. We still do, baby. So she walks away from him and she like adjusting her jacket, and that's the right side of whether she had the biopsy. So he starts to talk about a poem. I love the way that my friend can soothe my aching heart, can wipe the tears of grief away when sorrow bids them start. So she didn't even respond. He was like, everything all right, baby? What's the tea? You always see right through me. I'm just tired. Well, you haven't given yourself time to come down from the Winterfest triumph, darling. And now I have to wrangle the beast. That is the Dupree family Christmas. I just noticed the Christmas tree in the back because I don't remember it being there. That's how out of it I am. It's gorgeous, just like I imagined it would be. I don't envy you, darling. Oh, honey, but you will be right by my side. Oh, but you are my captain. Oh, captain, navigating which house we visit when. Meanwhile, I'll carry the gifts, wearing my approved holiday blazer, eating cookies and drinking eggnog at each stop, and making sure that we don't miss one single sprig of mistletoe. I need to get me some eggnog. You do have it good, don't you, baby? Oh, he says, just call me Papa Dupree. Oh, yeah. Or you mean Father Christmas? How about a ride in Papa's sleigh? She's like, well, look, we can jet off to someplace quiet with no cell service, no fucking construction noises from that damn south shouse. That's what I'm saying. Shit. Ooh, I can't wait for that shouse to be done. I hope that heifer runs out of money that she can't complete that shouse. someplace where the decorations aren't your purview. A few days and then you'll be healed. I'm telling you, when you are with a partner who knows you, they know you. Like the my boyfriend did something for me today and he has no clue of him knowing me, how he read through me and told me things I needed to hear without me telling him anything. So when you are connected with somebody like that, and y'all are soul to soul, hashtag however do you want me, however do you, when y'all are connected like that and linked, like fucking linked together, that person knows what you're going through without you even saying a word. And so he somehow spoke to her spirit. I mean, of course we know this is a script, but in real life, y'all know if y'all got a significant other, you know that that person know you well enough that when something is wrong, even when you don't say a damn word, they know exactly what to say to make you feel better. So while he's talking, she went back to when she had the biopsy. So she comes back to present day and looks at him. You are the most thoughtful man, but I just can't relax just yet. We're back at the small little palace with that's Danny's house, and Andre is like, "Aren't we running out of sleep till Christmas? I mean," she's like, "Even my Christmas cards make an entrance." That means she's extra, Danny. She was like, "Damn, one year she didn't get her Christmas cards done until July." He was like, "Well, why don't we just go full out Kardashian? Just the Dupree ladies will be good for your brand," he said. She says, "The only happily ever after that I'm interested in is with my new hubby." I know that how you feel about pictures and stuff, boo. But this picture, honey, is just for friends and family in the Christmas club. Yeah, what that mean, girl? No photo says more us than our wedding photo, boo. I mean, people have already seen that fucking photo. Why are you still feeling real antsy about it, Andre? Come on, just tell us all the truth. We sitting right here on that damn pink ass, loud ass, Danny ass couch. Go ahead and tell us what's going on. Why do you not like being in front of the camera? Huh? Tell us. Danny goes on and talks about the photo. It's spontaneous, it's sexy, and we were completely in love. And I don't know about that, girl. I don't know about that. Okay, she says, even though we didn't know it yet. Okay, that's debatable, honey. He was like, and you looked like a bad beach. He said, but I look like I took a swim in the Bellagio fountain, which we may or may not have done that night, he says. And Jackie Tyree, she was stunning. I hope that they bring Jackie back because she was so funny to be. Please, Beyond the Gates, bring back Jackie Tyree. I got to remember that's her name. That's the Anita Dupree impersonator. Bring back Jackie. Bring back the cha cha guy. He needs to come back. Who else needs to come back? I think that's it for right now. Bring back the cha cha guy, and bring back Jackie Tyree. He gets deep and talks about, she's cool and everything, but he did more. She was like the full focus. They were in the background. He says he wants to do something that shows how completely and madly in love they are. All right, Andre. She's like, okay, let me see. So she's going through her iPad to see what pictures they could use. And of course, half of that shit's naked. She's like, all the ladies would come for you, and we ain't playing that shit. He said, no, all of these are NSFCC. She's like, they're not safe for Christmas cards. Okay, never heard of that. Okay, he says he's gonna fire up his camera, and they're gonna have their own sexy Santa and Mrs. Claus photo shoot. Cool. She says, okay, well, hold on, wait a minute, because he said he got some props around there somewhere. She got to make sure that they drop in on Mother Claus to make sure that they are on the Dupree family Christmas calendar before Nicole pops in and tries to get all in the fucking way. And I promise we can play some sissy reindeer games when we get back. You'll be Prancer, and I am always your little vixen. All right, Dean. Didn't expect to see your ass tonight. We are back at the hole in the wall, and Joey is still holding the Queen of Hearts card, and Vanessa takes it out of his hand. She says, I mean, this is what we do. And I said that earlier. They break up to make up. That's all we do. First you love me, then you leave me. It's a game for food. Y'all know that song. Y'all know that. Who sing that? Delphonics? Let me know who sing that song in the damn comment. We gonna get through this, y'all. I run, you chase me. You run, I chase you. Definitely not my MO. Joey Armstrong. doesn't chase, right? Wow. She says, I am not proud, but honey, I would crawl to get to your ass. Damn. He was like, damn, your words are very romantic. And the thing about it, this whole thing, he has a heart lapel pin on. So to me, that's a symbol of how vulnerable he is to her. It's a really like it shows a softer side of him. Like you supposed to be a gangster, honey. What in the world you walking around there with a heart lapel? You Michael Jackson? You can't win. Michael Jackson from the damn Wiz. You the Tin Man, honey. Get the fuck out of here, Joe. He said, but one minute you're Bonnie to my fucking Clyde, and then the next minute you're cashing in your chips. But I can never stay away. I want you more than I thought possible, more than I ever wanted anyone. I'm just not quite sure if I'm alone in that. I mean, she just wants him to show her, like, that he wants her too. Haley Hamilton. That name is hot. That is Lynette, honey. Tell Lynette to Haley or Val, whatever the fuck her name is. We are back at Uptown, and that is what Lynette is telling Haley. Girl, I never expected your ass to find a keeper. The name or the man. I knew that she was kind of different because she has the nose ring. And I'm like, they have that bad girl vibe with each other. And they used to work together, scheme and scam. I love it though. I like she has a look, a very when they cast her, they really did make sure that they cast her good because the way her eyes look very conniving and sneaky. This girl is cast real well for this role. Congratulations, sis. So Lynette goes on to say, "Bitch, you really quit the game? I mean, settling down and now you got all that damn class that money can't buy, didn't you, Haley?" And so did you, right? Right, Haley, bitch. I mean, I ain't never had it like you. I was always tracing your fucking move. You had that catch and release in your fucking blood like you were born for that shit. Well, and me and Randy, we were just, honey, living in Haley's game. Okay, bitch. Cut the Haley crap. No, honey, Lynette says, you have to live in the con every fucking moment. Never saying the real name. Make it fucking real. Keep it fucking real. You taught me that, bitch. Well, that was another me, another life. Girl, you ain't got to convince me, Lynette says. Your husband? Mm, honey, he is fine as food. But in every other way, bitch, he resembles all the other marks. Sneaking into a rich, married man's bed after infiltrating his life through someone close. Honey, if it looks like a mark and acts like a mark, why the fuck shouldn't he be? Because I fell in love. Girl, shut your fuck. The one thing that we never dared to dream back then. Don't we deserve it, girl? After everything, Haley is full of shit. We probably deserve the opposite, Lynette says, but hey, I got mad fucking respect for you. Every fucking secret that we have, it's safe with me, boo. Wait a minute, you don't want first chair? Baby, we are back at Bill Hamilton's office talking with scared ass Tomas. No, this is just that this is a criminal case. I've only been the lead on civil cases. Oh well, partners have to be nimble, playing all parts on the field. Haven't you heard of Jappy Nimble, Jappy Quick? He was like, well, Pauline, the other girl who's up for partner, she does have a background in forensics. Oh, put me in, coach. I don't have courtroom experience, but I killed that shit at every criminal clinic in law school. Tomas is so cocky. I told you, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, Tomas and Catherine will not be together. I'm calling it out right now. Cause that girl is killed, and she's sexy too, and she sees that Tomas is a mark. So yeah, she gonna get him. I'll hit the briefs, and I'll be ready to flex that muscle again, boss. Well, yeah, hey nigga, don't flex too fucking hard, Bill said. Ha! He says, I wouldn't want your ass to get back on the IR, the injured reserve list. You know what happened down there? Yeah. And oh, is there any chance that we can forget my lowest point ever happened. Lowest point, Tomas. Pun intended, I'm sure. Bill says, not a chance in fucking hell. There, I'm all yours. We're back at Orphe Jeans, and we are there with Catherine and Chelsea. And so, Cat tells Chelsea our Chelsea Cat Christmas promotion is through the roof. I think those purses are sold out. I think. I want that pink and green for my daughter. I don't know why. Well, I wasn't thinking about getting it around that time, but I'm gonna try to get me one of those purses. I want to get the pink and green though. Trying to wait for that one to come back out. So we found out that their numbers are higher than Santa's sleigh. Look at those numbers. I wish that we had some bubbles. Our moment needs a moment, right? We have arrived, Kat says, 6 months ahead of my projection. We are on fire. Yes, just like me and my gorgeous girlfriend, and you and Tomas. Well, just like Aunt Danny says, Kat says, always work the win. I was distracted before. Usually, when I'm texting Madison, you're texting Tomas. Well, not all of us, bitch, is about sexting in public. Hell, is he bugging because you turned down his cohabitation proposal? Well, Kat says, I already talked to your mammy and your bro about it. Wait a minute, but not me. I didn't mean to say her bro. I meant to say her bro, like Martin about it. And Chelsea was like, wait a minute, bitch, not me. You were busy rebonding with Madison after your ass was sick. I did not seek them out, Kat says. It was more like an accidental focus group. Really? Okay. And where did you land, cuz? Vacillating between protecting my heart and the opposite. Then, yeah, bitch. Then Tomas showed up at the studio and accused me of avoiding his ass. Where were you? Well, not exactly, but he wanted me to explain my no. And Chelsea was like, and? Damn, you got me pulling this shit out of your throat. Tell me everything, bitch. Girl, I'm still trying to figure this shit out, okay? I didn't mean to hurt him, but I did. And now I suspect he's just telling me what I want to hear. I've been all over the place lately. Don't apologize. Back at the hole in the wall, this is Vanessa talking to Joey about what's been going on with her. Girl, because you rushed into this thing with guilt about Dougie. It's the holidays. The kids don't want to see you. Yeah, you should be going through all of this, honey. So Joy tells her, do you know how good it feels to know that you want to step into the light with me? I think you meant to say the darkness, honey, because you're in the darkness. She's the light. I just don't want you to regret anything about us. And she will when she finds out that your ass is responsible for offing Dougie. I just couldn't find the right words, Joey. Well, you know there's nothing you can't say to me. You know that, right? So tell me, what in the fuck was so urgent about us making this official? What was so important about that damn night, that party, when we have all the time in the world? Well, that's probably what Doug thought too. What happened to Doug won't happen to May. I can promise you that. Living with danger doesn't make you immune to it, Joey. I wasted so much time with Doug. I just don't want to waste another minute. I loved him, but I wasn't in love with him anymore. Well, I'm really happy that you got rid of that revelation long before the kids left for college. I knew what we were and what we weren't, but I was going to stay until death did us part. Well, you did, which is the reason for my temporary solutions like escorts. Vanessa, you don't need to justify. But then I met you. If Doug hadn't died, I still would have left him for you. Doug isn't here to test that theory, he says. I'm all yours, girl. Rewriting our history ain't necessary. You're still smarting because I went too far by pushing the ex wife button when you brought up Doug. Wait a minute. You think I don't know or understand that move or all of your moves? But you still don't believe me? Look, being with you in the moonlight of Puerto Rico, it was every fucking thing I was missing. When I took that ring off, it was supposed to be forever. If the unthinkable hadn't happened, I would have left that shit on that dresser, brought my ass home, and I would have told Doug that this shit was over between us. Me and him, not me and you. We would have been together for the world to see and envy. Maybe Duck would still be here in some bachelor pad across town. Well, these are just what ifs. But the unthinkable did happen. But it still doesn't change facts. The world thinks I'm this widow grieving my husband. I'm mourning the man, the doctor, the father to my kids, but the husband was gone long ago, just like the wife, and it is time to come to terms with that loss. Wow. She talking a lot today. I wasn't expecting her to come clean. I mean, we knew that her marriage was over with Doug because of course because of the escorts, but is that why she finally found something in someone that she's really proud of, but she can't share it because she's just proud of it. She wants to show it off like a little puppy. Her little bow wowie. Of all the law offices in the DMV, you happen to walk into my husband's? We're back at Uptown, and that is the magic burning question that Val asks Lynette. No. I asked for the best bitch. I was referred to Bill. Girl, who referred you to Bill? So you weren't looking for my ass? Girl, I was looking to avoid a 30-year prison time. That's what I was avoiding. And plus, honey, I am way too pretty to be serving that fucking time. You better say that, B. I can see your ass looking for the scam behind those lashes, girl. But I was just as surprised to see you as you were to see me. We used to engineer coincidences, girl. This ain't that, Lynette says. It makes me wonder, did Brandy bring her ass there? This girl is she just show up out the blue, honey. I can promise you that. Somebody brought her ass there, and I cannot wait to know or see who did it. But somebody brought her there. I was just tired, girl, of not being able to see my real name on the side of a coffee cup. That's what Lynette said. Because everywhere else, I was someone else. Well, girl, that would be much easier to buy if your ass weren't up on embezzlement charges, B. Well, maybe it's my fucking karma for me getting charged for something that I didn't do after all the stuff that I did do. I knew a lady one time who got charged with embezzlement. I was so close to her. So close. This is like years ago when I was in college. And I can see it because it's out in the news. I'm not going to tell you where. If you dig deep enough, you'll find it. But she worked in our financial aid office. And, she was a very plain looking woman for a long time. Used to go to church with her and everything. Then all of a sudden, she just started changing the way she looked. She was wearing leather all the time. She started having a new car. Her husband started dressing different. Her hair was done and over all the time. She started wearing all this jewelry and shit. She was sharp. Before that whole transition, she was very, plain Jane, didn't try to fix herself up and stuff like that. But after that, honey, she was sharp. And then come to find out, because I hadn't seen her in a while, then come to find out, I saw in the news that saw her name pop up on the local news. I was like, what? So what back then for financial aid, of course, in the early 90s, early mid 90s, you didn't have the technology that like you have now. So when the financial aid people will send the checks to the financial aid offices, it will be blank. It wouldn't be to a student. So it was up to the financial aid people to assign each check to whichever account that it belonged to. So she was writing into her name. So you got students out there who owe tuition. When the financial aid people said that they sent the money, they already, but it never applied to the account. So you still got kids who can't graduate, who can't get their report cards, who got, all this shit waiting for the financial aid to post. And it didn't do it because she was pocketing it and putting that shit in her bank account. Went to jail too for a long time. I haven't seen her. I don't know. Um, when I saw her when she got out of jail, she looked like a totally different person. I mean, jail will change your ass. So I can see what Lynette means about she too pretty. But if you do the crime, baby, you got to do the time. But yep, I knew one person that I know of who went to jail for embezzlement. And it's like, man, I understand being a little desperate and stuff, but damn, was it worth it? Was it worth it? So Lynette was like, well, maybe it was something else, girl, or something that I did. And so Haley was like, maybe it was fate. They started laughing. She said, I think I was going to admit that was what I was thinking too, especially after your ass said it like that. Girl, it's nice to have your ass back, Lynette says, or whatever the fuck your name is, girl. And it's nice to have my girlie back to kiki with about the good old days. It's good to see Haley with a friend. I can't lie. It's good. I mean, we see Leslie got Jan, so Haley needed a friend, so it's good. It's good to have Haley have a little Kiki friend now. I like that. The only thing that Tomas Navarro will be equated with is excellence. That is my name. I'm excelente. Starting with the Lynette Wise case. Going forward, it's about winning, nothing else. Huh, Bill says. That's what I wanted to fucking hear. Hmm. This was a test. Oh, wow. He says, damn. Bill says, I just needed, it was a test. Hey, I just needed to see how you handled a little gentle ribbing. Ribbing. I only know of one ribbing. Let me look up that. No, I'm not looking it up because my computer way over there and I'm on my phone recording. I only know of one ribbing, honey. One. He said, look, this will be the last time I will mention your injury, all right? You took the heat and you devised a plan. Proper partner skills. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks. All right, go. Get on out of here. Go take a cat out on a date while you still can. Because your work life balance is about to become unbalanced. Then Tomas give this phony ass yes in the hallway. You gonna be saying yes a lot when that damn Lynette snatch your fucking soul. She gonna snatch them eyes. Them eyes, honey. Them eyes. That's gonna be Kat's new enemy. Maybe her and Eva might have to work together to get rid of that bitch. But that Lynette is definitely gonna get her sick her teeth deep into uh Tomas's soul. You've always had a picture of your life and living with your boyfriend on the way to a maybe married. Wasn't in it. We're back at Orphe Jeans, and that is what Chelsea tells her perfect cousin. Because that's how Kat lived her life. Remember, she waited before she did anything with Tomas. And I don't even think she was ready when she did what she did with Tomas. It was just a competition for her. Is that what's up to scaring you? Well, Kat says it turns out that I'm a fucking scaredy cat for all of the wrong reasons that upsetting Kat Richardson grand plan. I mean, that's just who I am. This is a scaredy cat. Your mom made me realize that. How, girl? By reminding me that she was on top of the fashion world. Met your pappy, and then 5 minutes later, girl, she gave up her Danny Dupree-ness to be his missus. Cut to decades later, and she's firing bullets at flower arrangements at your pappy's wedding. Yeah, well, my mom can't be your example. Well, yeah, my mom can. Same scenario, different daddy who was a disappointment. All it took was the bitch who wrecked my parents' marriage and the scraggly mutt sidekick to come along. And now my mom's adrift. Okay, but Pat, look, Aunt Nicole ain't packing no fucking heat. Nor did she marry a child groom, okay? No, but my parents were so entangled that my mom had to relearn how to be a queen. Woo! That's a line. Your dad screwed up with your mom. My dad screwed up with my mom. And Tomas slept with fucking Eva. Wow. She says, look, I know that I'm not perfect and neither is Tomas, but moving in with his ass just looks makes me see a picture of me twisting myself into becoming someone that I'm not. And when girls like me stop being themselves for a man, they snap. Phew. Just like on Danny and just like all the girls from the Murder Park podcasts. Catherine, girl, you listening too much. My daughter told me about this podcast. These two black girls, they have a really good podcast about murder mysteries. It's really good. I can't remember the name. So Kat gets a text. She looks at her phone. She's like, Tomas wants to meet tonight, girl, and I'm sure he's gonna want to talk about moving in again. Why am I feeling a vibe? This is Danny and Andre coming over to the palace, and she feels it right when she walks in. And Anita's like, girl, ain't no vibe here. It's a vibe free zone. Just Christmas magic. That's all you feeling, girl. Danny ain't dumb. Danny walks right in there. She ain't say hi, love y'all. She just like, why the fuck am I feeling the vibe? As you can tell, I'm feeling a little bit better as I'm seeing this show. She just walked right in. Why the fuck am I feeling the vibe? Because there's something ain't right in here. My tingle tangles is tingling too loud. What the fuck is going on? So Danny tells them that they just came by to talk about the Dupree family Christmas. So Anita was like, well, gentlemen, excuse us. So Brenda was like, damn, well, I guess since we can't stay around Andre and see how the reefs are made, why don't we bowl a few frames downstairs? Wait a minute, y'all got a bowling alley in the fucking house? They have a bowling alley in the palace? Find out if your ass is good enough to make a 7 to 10 split. They got an elevator. They got a fucking bowling alley in their home. Why are we 191 episodes in and we're just finding out that these people got a bowling alley in their home? What's a 7 to 10, Andre? Only bowl strikes. Verna says, oh Nick, oh now we talking trash. So they go right straight to the damn elevator. Watch that elevator, Andre might have a little smell. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna be moving house to house, mother, or we're gonna just have everything here? Danielle, I want you to make a promise. Should anything happen to me, I want you to make me a promise that you'll look after your father. Wait a minute. Danny said I knew my tinkle tangles felt a fucking vibe when I came in here. I promise. Now tell me why would I need to do that? Oh, I don't know. I guess all that talk about Winterfest got to me, and about looking after your loved one, definitely during the holidays. And I just want to make sure that your father feels the love. That's all. Well, I thought that Nicole would be the one. Well, you know how we would say we adore you and your sister equally. Wait a minute, is this where you break it to me that Nicole's your favorite? Danny cannot stay serious at all. No favorites, baby. But you have always been your daddy's baby girl, so see to him, okay? Mom, you're scaring me. Oh, girl, girl, don't mind me. It's just a case of holiday emotions. And then honestly, I don't know if I'm feeling the idea of going from house to house this year. So why do I have Rowena make us a little hot apple cider and then we can sip and brainstorm, okay? Okay. Anita walked out and Danny was like, she cut that smile right off. Like, look, that shit you just told me is going to stand in the back of my head. For real, for real. So we're back at Orphy Jeans, and so Kat tells Tomas to have a seat. So they're still talking about the purses. I am obsessed. I know that this shit is going to sell. She tells us to Chelsea, we're genius girl bosses. Period. Oh, I couldn't agree more, Thomas says. Sorry, boo. We're still in the throes, honey. It might be another hour or so. Oh, baby, I'm very happy to sit here and watch geniuses work. So we hear another click click. And Rowena actually sent Chelsea a text. Ma, Mama Gerbear left cave. Rowena sent a text to Chelsea. Chelsea says, "Oh, I gotta go." Wait, girl. We still haven't talked about no fucking clasps. That's what Kat says. Kat don't even want to be around Thomas. Rowena actually sent a text messages, honey. She says, Mama Gear Bear, Mama Jabear left. Child, I don't know what that meant. Oh, you know what it is? She probably sent that message so that Chelsea can go over there to Danny's house, because Chelsea is always into Danny's closets. So she probably told her that Danny is over there at the house at the palace so that Chelsea can go over to her closet. So she said it's kind of like a Mission Impossible thing. So I gotta go. Yeah, that's what that is. Because Chelsea loves raiding her mama's closet. So she leaves, and so Kat's looking so sad. So the monster's like, well, if she's not here to talk about why her work, then why don't we talk about mine? I love that we're both ambitious, she says, because she's just happy that they're not talking about moving in together. So she was like, anything but this shit. So what the fuck's up? Bill is trusting me with my very first criminal case. But you've only done civil. I'll tackle something new, prove myself, then I'll make partner. Ew. It's one thing to work for Bill, but you can't risk your career to impress him, boo. Why is it a risk? Why do you always drop in negativity when it comes to my career goals? Girl, starter wives do not like second wives, especially ones who look like me. And happened to fall in love with their best friend's dad who just happened to be married to a Dupree, honey. Child, we are back at Uptown. And that's the whole life story of Val Haley. She's telling that to Lynette. Lynette is just eating it up, honey. She's just loving it. When in actuality, she's still schooling. Because remember, Lynette said, I learned the best from you, bitch. You is the best. You's the teacher. I mean, girl, do you like cry yourself a river in a big bed in a comfy house with this big man and his big bucks and his big, you know what? Look, I know we thought that once we landed a place like this, all our problems would just melt away. When I tell you this whole conversation is so much in soliloquies, I'm like, Haley, just say whatever the fuck you want to say. Talk hood, rat. But you got to keep up this appearance so that Lynette won't spill the tea. So I get it, but girl, just say, well, girl, we knew when we caught that big fish, honey, we weren't gonna be broke no more. We was gonna be Gucci. I'd rather for you to say that than talking these damn poems. But behind the gates is new problem. Just dressed up in designer clothes. Honey, you've had more lives than a cat. And bitch, you landed on your red bottom stilettos. This is Lynette is just bigging up Haley. I swear, if you weren't born into the manor and I hadn't come beside you, but you have always have been bougie. Now the curtains just match the motherfucking drapes. A toast to my friend, Lynette said, for finally getting what she fucking deserves. They do a clink and yeah, I guess, but see, she don't know about Haley's future. Anyway, if you're going to insist, honey, that you're going to make the yellow cake with chocolate frost, perhaps Andre could be your kitchen assistant because we know that Danny will burn up a whole fucking kitchen. That we're back at the palace, and that is what her mama Anita is telling her. Yeah, Danny cannot cook. He can lick the bowl, mother. Okay, honey, don't make me put your ass on the naughty list. There is so much to do. There is a lot of noise because they're both looking through their tablets. And not just that old loud ass construction noise of Leslie's ratchet dollhouse. Does it really look a dollhouse? She done fucked them people's house. Damn. From your kids and grandkids drama to the articulate's mother this whole year. Is it catching up to you and daddy? Because they've been stoic this whole time. We've seen everybody break down. We did see Anita break down once about the whole when she confessed to Vernon about the whole barber situation. You know, that whole and I think I got her on one of my pictures, thumbnails of her crying. So Anita says, honey, we're golden. Danny was like, but you're tense. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, you can do something about it. So Miss Thing has answers. I mean, maybe a massage. I mean, even I can have the occasional fleeting emotional moment. And I'm this close to having another one with a much more heightened tone if my lovely daughter does not get her head back in this Christmas damn game. Okay, okay, I'm all gingerbread and frankincense and myrrh. Ah, here comes the motherfucking turkey now. Vernon, manners. I guess Vernon whooped his ass in the bowling alley. Oh, Andre, I'm sorry, boo. Vernon was like, well, that's what you call it when you get three strikes in a row, a turkey, gobble, gobble. All right, normally I would have gotten a lot more, Andre said. Look, look at this. He blames his shoes. Well, I mean, I bowl a lot more different when I bowling at the rental by the strangers. When I put on their shoes, then I be knocking them down. You know what I'm saying? You two are so adorable, Danny says. And she's like, and so Vernon sits down and Anita and him start smooching and stuff. So Danny was like, okay, well, and that is our cue. My beautiful parents. I feel like that last part of that scene was ad libbed. And he's standing there and she's like, later. So she had to drag Andre out of there so they can give them some time alone. Tell me I'm not a horrible father for giving Andre and Danny some type of clue that they need to fucking kick rocks and leave. I just want to pamper the woman that I love. That's all. Oh, well, then, have at it. She's smiling. Now, that's on the side. Excuse me if you heard something kick. That is on her right side where he's sitting, where she had all of the punctures and stuff. So I want to see how uncomfortable she feels if he, hits her on her breast by mistake. Oh, he talks about how lucky he's been and how, to deserve somebody like her. And he doesn't even want to think about his life being without her. And hopefully, honey, you will never have to find out. She just has this forced smile, and they give each other a little smooch. So while they were talking, Danny was like in the foyer area. She was listening to them while Andre was getting her coat. And so she heard them say what they just talked about. And so she was just looking like she don't like that shit. Yeah, she got witchy poo powers too. For so long, it was about what everyone else needed and wanted from me. This is Vanessa telling this to Joey. She's really just giving, spilling out her truth. That's wonderful, Vanessa. At least we know where you stand. We get it now. I was super mom for my babies, I was the drop offs, the pickups, the play dates, the bake sales, the PTA, after school activity. And for Doug, I was the ultimate doctor's wife. I mean, he had the hands, but I had the touch. With the chief, the other doctors and wives, I was Mrs. Dr. McBride. And I felt like I was losing little bit more every day. So I went to work and I opened my real estate venture and that gave me back a part of myself. I was damn good at selling houses and it gave me something more than with an empty marriage with a string of meaningless affairs. And then you came along, unexpected, exhilarating. It felt more alive than I've had in a long time. You made me feel like an equal, respected, appreciated. He says, I'm glad that you feel all those things because you do deserve to feel them. But you don't have to set fire to your life to be with May. Bitch. Chelsea got on this cute little outfit. Now, Chelsea's a real weird dresser, but the jeans are cute. Mom, Andre. There she is at the house. Remember, Rowena told her that mom was there at the palace, so that means that the coast was clear. She was looking through her cabinets, and so she hears Daddy was like, "Okay, are you ready for our X-rated Christmas card photo shoot?" And Chelsea was like, "Oh shit!" You hear Andre say, "Almost." Well, let me catch up. How the fuck did you get your clothes off so fast? Oh my God, Chelsea is hearing all of it. She threw something on Chelsea's head in the kitchen, and she told me, "Can I get a ho?" Oh, you can hear Andre moaning, and when I tell you that Chelsea is having a fit, no, just put your clothes back on. Danny was like, Chelsea Bear, bitch, you can open your eyes. And she took off one hand and took the other one off. What the hell am I looking at? I thought we'd be celebrating good news right now. We're back at whining ass Tomas and complaining ass Cat at the damn Orphe Jeans. They both gonna get on my nerves. I think they have been. Because he just want her to be happy and she likes to control him a little bit. Y'all are not too good together no more. Mm-mm. Why aren't you excited for me? Please, I need for you to validate me as a man. That's how I feel. That's not how I feel overall. This is how I feel about this character. Because she's not supporting him. He's begging her for validation. She says, because I know my ex uncle a hell of a lot better than you do. But he's a fucking great lawyer. He was there at the law firm before he was with you, Kat. Don't do that to him. Just support the band. Damn. Ugh. Y'all making me see. I mean, he's been like that my whole life. He broke my aunt's heart, but he also broke Naomi's, who spent her whole life wanting to be just like him. Okay, girl, everybody knows that shit. Her dad was her mentor, her lawyer goes. All right, but he's a fucking great lawyer. He might not be a good husband or a good dad, but he's a great lawyer. That's what he's there to be. Partner. Tomas wants to be a great lawyer. All right? I'm not gonna go through all this shit. It's just worrisome. They're beating it. Both of them are beating against a brick wall. Now I do agree with him. She was like, well, he said, he did all that until Haley came along. Haley happened. She's like, no, Bill happened. He was like, look, I never looked at him as being no perfect person, but he's a one fucking great boss and a great mentor. Or that he doesn't see my potential, or I mean, he does see my potential. So it's like, come on, personal life, yeah, it fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. You gonna feel like a fool when you learn about your aunt Danny been tonguing Bill down. Yeah, she talking about Bill is not the only game or office in law office in town. He's like, I'm not gonna throw away all these hours that I've invested at Bill's firm or the opportunities that are finally coming my way. Yeah, because he was working there way before he met Kat. Don't do it, Tomas. I might agree with you on here. Don't throw that shit away just because of her insecurities. You don't want to move in with him. Now you telling him that he can't, you don't want him to work there. It's like, what the fuck? He says, I got into law to be Bill Hamilton. No, she says. He's like, yes. He says, if you look beyond the affair and the second marriage to the guy who came from fucking nothing and acquired everything, the money, the stature, the respect. See, I even lost my damn Mexican I mean accent. I'm sorry, no shade. Lost my accent because this conversation is so frustrating. It's like Kat wants to control him. I don't like that shit. Y'all know I love her, but I don't like how she's trying to control him. She don't, like I said, she don't want to move in with him. She don't want him to be working at Bill's office. It's like, what the fuck do you want? And you can't even give him a solid answer. You can give him a solid answer about that, but when it comes to your relationship, you don't even know what the fuck you want. But you have to look at other ways to do that, she says. He said, look, do you even know what it felt like to have people look down at your parents because they were poor? No, because she grew up with a damn diamond spoon in her fucking mouth. She was spoiled. She was a miracle baby. She got everything she wanted. So no, she don't know. Or see the way the kids looked at him when he told everybody he wanted to be a lawyer. He said he might as well have told them that he wanted to be LeBron James because they laughed him out of that damn town. She's like, I hear that. He was like, look, honey, hearing the story and living that shit is two different things, Kat. He says, I ain't going back to being that kid who was disrespected, teased, and dismissed because of the future that I wanted to plan for myself. He says, look at me, baby. I'm almost at the promised land. But who will you be when you get there, Tomas? He says, I'll be me. And he says, you're going to be there right by my side. He says that he'll hold his hand to all of the other Tomases out there who have the same beliefs that he has, and he's going to help them have a chance at this same life, just like how Bill take a chance on him. And this is the first time I really felt. I mean, he still is very monotone in his delivery, but I really feel the words. You know what I'm saying? The script, the words, the lines. Because this man really, he's more than just a damn paralegal or a associate attorney. He wants to be partner. He's worked too many hours. And how long has he been working there before he started dating Kat? We didn't notice him until the wedding, till Danny's wedding, and that's when he approached her. But it's like you want him to change law firms when just 3 months ago when Chelsea's ass was kidnapped, everybody was pulling together to find her. The priest didn't have no problem with his ass being over there at the house, and everybody was had the little fort over there waiting to hear from Chelsea. So come on, girl. You need her unforgiveness is just way too strong, man. Work on yourself, girl. Oh well, hey baby. I thought I had to wait till I get home till I put my lips on yours. I'm sorry, I was looking at the show and forgot I had it press record. And so he's looking at her hands to check to see if she got them nails done. So she talking about she decided to stick with the same color, which means she never got them done. But my fingers, toes, and other body parts would love to be someplace with palm trees. That's what she tells him. She leaves that meow meow pow pow meow meow hey, meow meow pow pow. She said the only thing that I'm sick of is damn standing up with a crick in my neck. That is so true because she said to look up. I know her neck be hurt. Soon, baby, he says. How soon? He says, well, it depends on what you think of Lynette. Why? Oh, yeah, right. The case that's delaying my vacation of my teeny weeny bikini. Well, baby, nothing would come across those bikinis, but I don't know. Does she come across innocent to you? Do she? We barely spoke. I mean, I really didn't form an opinion. Huh. Well, you read everyone in seconds, he says. I never seen anyone with your social prowess. Now remember, Bill has had the private investigator search out Andre for a little bit. Where he been? Did he pivot to looking up Haley information and called that girl? That bitch is there in town for a reason. Somebody made her come to town. I'm talking about Lynette. Somebody did. So he tells her that he wants Haley on that Lynette Wise's case after their island getaway, of course. He says Tomas will be taking lead. Okay, she says. He says, I want to test Tomas's metal. That's all. You object? Yes, I damn do in a big way. Oh, well, here I am planning out fucking vacation, and here you are planning inter-office espionage. He says, I can read your ass too, and you don't want to spy on your friend. You don't believe that I'm ready to move on? This is Vanessa talking with Joey at the hole in the wall. Press pause real quick. Another part of the Michelle Van Gene interview on Soapy, she talked about how things are different now. Like they don't have rehearsals when they do these scenes. Back in the day, they used to have rehearsal time and stuff, and then you can go be ready. No, any rehearsals that you have is in the makeup chair, and the style chair, in your dressing room, at home. You're expected to show up there knowing your fucking lines. Ain't no rehearsal time. You go. It's like you hit the set, go. So I respect it. They said you have to do way more scenes in one day. Back in the day, 20, 30 years ago, back in the 2000, whatever, you could just have a rehearsal. Then once you do things that are repetitive, then you do it. You had the lines, but now, you better get it, but it'll be offset in the hallway, the bathroom, outside, in your trailer, over the phone, in the styling chair, in the makeup chair, whatever we got to do to get these lines. You got to say it out loud so you can hear that muscle memory. So yeah, they don't have rehearsals, baby. They hit that camera and that stage, and it's on, baby, like popcorn. So back to the show, Joey was like, look, I believe that you're ready to leap into where we're headed. He says, and if your ass was alone, I would jump. But you're not. You got them twins, girl. And those two ain't where you're at. The kids, she says. He's like, look, for you, your marriage was long over, like a long time ago. But for them, they just lost their pappy. They do need to mourn him and the family. They can't lose you to May. I'm doing this for them. Donnell just wasn't crushed by Doug's death, but by the secret he kept from him. I want my kids to know me, all of me. I don't want to lie to them about us. He says, well, what if they're not ready for the truth about us? What if they're just not ready? Well, look, there's no good answer, is there? That bitch says, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. And there is nobody else that I would rather be damned with, honey. You better say that, B. Oh my gosh, she tells him he is the answer to the longing she's had her entire life. I don't know where I would be without you, she says. He says, I'm not going nowhere, girl. So we're back with Tomas telling Kat it won't be easy, okay? There will be some internal conflicts about the cases. This is a criminal case. I might have to do some things and represent people that offend my moral sensibility. But I'll find a way to combine my ambition with my compassion. But why would you put yourself in that position, Kat says. Life's too short to be miserable, honey. He says to grow, to learn. I mean, do you have to do that with Bill, though? I mean, look at Naomi. She decided to hang her own shingle and go independent. He didn't grow up. He didn't That's not his goal. He don't want to be a Naomi, honey. He wants to be a Bill. She's helping people, but also making a name for herself. No, girl. He ain't lying. He said, no, Naomi has the Dupree connections and also probably a trust fund to fall back on. Probably. I paid for college while serving in the military, okay? My family sacrificed every step of the way. If I let up for a second, I betray that sacrifice. I can see that, but you kept your job with your dad until you knew Chelsea Cat could support itself. Think of all the time that I would lose at Bill's firm if I went out on my own, starting from nothing. I can't take that loss, Cat. I'm all in with Bill Hamilton. Your partner in crime, your fake lover, the one time you try to make my ass jealous. We are back at Bill Hamilton because she looking at him like, what friend you talking about? Tomas, honey. Girl, wake up, girl. Tomas. Wait a minute. You want me to spy on Tomas? He says, what do you say? Tomas has been good to us, but having someone check your work's the price of admission, like when he spied on the review board. That's my baby, he says. And besides, I can learn a thing or two from your lady embezzler. How nice to get caught when I fleece you for all your worth. You weren't supposed to be here. That's Chelsea. We back at the little palace. Serves you right, honey. Did your little bird text you to tell you that we were at your grandparents' house? I was just You know that Rowena was my sneak long before she was yours, honey. What am I, 6? Why would I need to sneak into your house to look for presents? We are kids at heart, Chelsea Bear. And Andre was like, well, if your mother could, she would sneak over to your house every day before Christmas to help you look for the elf on your shelf, honey. He knows me so well, and you're not going to find your present, girl, so just give up, honey. Making no promises. Did you figure out the holiday sketch with Grant? Have you noticed anything different about her? Danny says. Well, she's just as fierce and fabulous as always. Why? Well, there's a couple of things that she said. They seemed a little cryptic, so they give her hints on maybe she was focusing on the Christmas gifts or something. So Danny was like, "Nah, I might have been my daddy's girl, but I am my mother's woman. You better say that, B." And she would tell me to trust my instincts. Something is off. And that is the end of episode number 191 of Beyond the Gates. Had a good time reviewing and recapping this real time. Such a great show. Today was a great script as well. Cat, girl, I'm not on the side of Ava, but Cat, girl, you're getting on my nerves. You're getting controlling over this man. And no man likes to be controlled over from by, no. Mm-mm. No matter who it is. They just don't like. Nobody likes to be controlled. Ain't got to be no man shit. Nobody likes to be controlled. Shit. I know I don't. No, y'all don't either. So I'm still a little congested. You can't tell through my nose. Still a little congested. So let me go ahead and get in this bed and enjoy and rest and chill and get ready for the next video. Thank y'all again for your patience with me. I will be back to my regular self after this week, I'm sure. But I'm definitely going to put up the audios. But we'll see how next week goes. All right. Love you. Bye.